Okay, there we go. Let's go, Scotty. Let's go, Scotty. I see. It's good to have you back, sir. It's good to have you back, beloved. That's what I want. That's it. That's it. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. You ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to be a superhero. You just got to be you. That's it. Don't let your ego and your imagination put you in the space where you just trying to do too much. Where you just see it as this thing that you have to go through alone. It's a group. We in this together. That minor injury may be a blessing in disguise. It may, because now he has to take a step back and slow down and become more calculated and premeditated in what he's going to do and involve himself in on the court. He fit in perfectly last night. This was a great game for him. In his return, like, this was a great performance. We didn't need too much. We just needed. Will he be the icing on the cake that'll get us over this hump? We got close and close and close and close in so many games. No cigar. No cigar. Last night, got the cigar. We got it done. And that's what we wanted to see. Perfect scenario. He got us over the hump. That's what we wanted to see. Will he be an incredible addition to what's going on? Perfect. Listen. I'm good. I'm good. This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I just want to win. That's it. And we were all interested in this return and what it looked like. And it worked out great. We just didn't want him to overcompensate. That's all. That's all it is. We just didn't want him to come in trying to overcompensate. We already had a wave going. We got things working with RJ, Jakob Pertl, Grady Dick at times. Now we add him, makes life easier for everyone else. And, man, listen. We closed out a game. We closed out. We played. We started out strong. We kept that same energy throughout the game, and we finished off strong and got them up out of there. 4-12 never felt so good. I don't care what y'all talking about. 4-12 never felt so good. I'm just saying. Listen, feels good. It feels good. Like it. There are teams who got decent records, and they not getting the same love. The Lakers ain't even getting the same love. We are in a space that other teams, they gotta feel some type of way about us being this happy. They probably don't even think it's real. Like, there ain't no way y'all feel that. Yeah, we are overjoyed. The record don't define who we are. We're genuinely in a great space. It's Friday. We won. We don't play till Sunday. Man, listen. Yeah, we having a good time. Sound like a party about to happen. It's the beginning of the party scene. Just throwing some techno music or one of them old bad boy hits or something, or some DMX. And we in there. Let's just get it started. Just don't do too much on the R&B right now, because, as soon as the auto tunes come on, I'm out. I ain't got time for all that. It's a lot of whining and hookah that come out after that. I want to have some fun and move on. But I wanted to see Scotty be Scotty without trying to be too much. And sometimes less is more. And right now, in this situation that we're in, less is more. And he gave us the right amount, first game back, and we got the win. That's it. We got the win. That's it. 17 points on 11 shots. He had a good, for those of you who love shooting percentages, there's more scorers in the NBA than shooters. I don't even know why you checking for the percentages. And the percentages only apply to the pure shooters. You can't keep holding everybody up to the same standard when it's not part of their style of play. But that's a story. That's a conversation for another time. He gave us assists. He got us a couple rebounds. Very calculated. He didn't want to mix it up, and he shouldn't have. wanted to mix it up too much in the paint. Good game. Good game. He hooped. He did what we needed him to do. Once he becomes more aware of what he needs to do for us versus what his imagination and his ego is telling him needs to be done, we're going to be off to the races. I think we're going to make a run. And we don't really need much to be a playoff team. We don't need much to be to be back at 500, honestly. We don't need much at all. We just got to go on a little run. Because no one really in the Eastern Conference outside of Boston and Cleveland have gone on a real run. And we know Cleveland, it's Cleveland, fam. Cleveland always starts out like this, and then they end up shitting the bed in March. They still have to make a big run in the playoffs. They have yet to do that. I'm not believing that. Didn't Donovan Mitchell do that with the Utah Jazz? Wasn't the Jazz, that's all Cleveland is. They're the Utah Jazz of the East. Minus the great shooting, though. They had some great, they should have at least went to the finals once with that team. They had an incredible team. One of my favorite teams to watch at that point in time, outside of the Raptors. The Jazz were on, man, with Bogdanovich, and like they had a crew. They had a crew. It don't mean nothing if you don't go far at the end of the season. And until Donovan Mitchell and that team goes, it don't count. If we go on a little run, we're in the mix. We don't even need to be, you know what I mean? 5-6 games above 500. We can be at 500 and be like the third seed. We just can't complicate this thing that we need to do. We can't have any one of our players overthink it and complicate what we have to do. It's easier than we think it is. It may be as easy as we believe it is to be. We don't need to be superheroes to solve these problems. We don't. Because we're not competing against superheroes. We're competing against regular people with a little bit more experience than we got. That's it. And even they make enough mistakes for us to beat them. You see how we've been competing. And with Scotty back, it takes us to it. Listen, with that 19 points, almost 7 rebounds and 6 assists, he only played 5 games. And now that we're able to compete without him. That's why this is one of my pillars when it comes to talking about the NBA. If your team can't win or at least compete without the star player, then you have a problem. If you can't win without your all-NBA, all-star guy or compete seriously without your all-star, all-NBA guy, then when he comes back, you haven't done anything. You haven't made any progress. You will be in the same place you were before. In order for you to make advancements, the team has to be more self-sufficient. You cannot put all of your hope in one player. That one player, when he comes in, has to make it better, has to make it more better. Scotty made it more better. When Quickly comes back, he's going to be under the same scrutiny. Can you make this better? That's it. We're competing in a certain fashion. We don't want it to change at all. I don't care. We can't. It's taking shape. It's getting molded into what it's supposed to be. But it's going to look ugly in the beginning. It's going to look ugly throughout. But this is nowhere near the finished product. So some of y'all who getting in y'all tank might as well get out the tank, dock that bitch, and come see what we talking about on the surface. We're not making it up. The sun is shining. Don't think through them clouds we don't see the sun trying to peek his head. We're doing everything we're supposed to do. We can't do any more. No matter who's playing, no matter who's available, everybody is competing. What more could we do? We're gaining the necessary knowledge to figure out how to win. That's the difference between winners and losers. Effort and information. We got the effort down pat. Now it's the information. We're learning how to persevere. We're learning how to take advantage of opportunities. We're learning how to win and compete with whatever we got. That's what basketball is. You're really competing against yourself. I've been saying that for years. That person that's in front of you, that competitor that's in front of you, is no more than a reflection of your thoughts. He's only as important as you think him to be. I've played games. I got it to the point where I played games where I didn't even see you. I might have saw the arms and the legs, but I never acknowledged the face. You were invisible to me. I'm hooping. When you get into that type of zone, it's like shit. Like it don't matter. It's up to me. It's me against me. If the shot don't go in, it's my fault. Now, if he imposes his will, then we got a battle. But until he steps to and the presence is there and I feel the pressure, then nigga, I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to get you up out of there. But as you get older, you working, you coming home, got a kid, you're not playing the same. As you get older, you just want to get out the house. Get away from your girl that's getting on your nerves. Let off some stress from the job. Just release some tension. So it becomes something different as you get older. But when you're in the mix, you know what I mean? You're trying to get your rep up and try and get that wreck. But it's to see Scotty come out and hoop and do what he's supposed to do, that's all I can ask. You know what I mean? It's a lot of pressure on that young man. It's not easy. You know what I mean? People want him to be the lead singer, but some of these songs that are written, RJ's a better, archetype for his vocals are perfect and his tone is perfect for what we're doing. At the end of the day, we trying to win a Grammy. Don't change. Whoever the lead is, however it go. We in this thing together. And that's what's most important. You know what I mean? A lot of people want it to be one way, but I only want to win. However it get done. However it get done. They're gaining the necessary experience. And that's all we can ask for. And Scotty is getting in where he fit in, and we're going to see what happens with Emmanuel quickly. And then we off to the races. Let's see. I want us to be in a position that we're already proud of this team, but we kind of want to stick it to these teams that are just fake as fuck. Let's be honest. There's a lot of fake shit going on. They only unified because they winning and they're paying to win. They're getting cooperated. They're not genuinely out there like we out there. They're paying to avoid certain misfortunes and mishaps and adversity. They're paying their way out of adversity. That's why when they get in the playoffs, they can't hoop.